No, we're not starting like that. Roll the intro.
Welcome back, guys, to another episode of the Cast Patrol podcast. Thank you, Mick, for that beautiful intro
Mate,
earlier.
just doing me. That's all I can
That
do.
was horrendous.
That's all I can ask. That's all I can ask. But we're back for another episode, back for another week. Boys, how we going?
Mate,
Going well,
flying.
Jim. Very good, very good.
Very good.
Yeah. Did you get up to much on the weekend?
Well, you were with us for half the weekend.
I was.
Well,
I was with Mick for the full week.
for the full weekend. So we pretty much know each other, but we'll tell you what we did on Saturday night.
Please.
Because you were at the Golden Slipper, but we'll get on that.
I was.
So Jimmy missed Super Saturday.
So you mean Super Saturday.
Yep.
And for those that don't know, Super Saturday,
3 games of footy back to back to back.
So
From
you can
3
be on
o'clock,
Yep. To
9 o'clock,
9.
9:30.
9:30, yeah.
Yeah.
And then if you're game enough, you stay up just a bit longer, and then the EPL starts at 11 p.m.
Yep.
But we weren't up. to
I've
that.
been there, don't
Yeah,
worry.
that's like a mega Super Saturday. We
Yeah.
didn't do the mega.
But no, we didn't do the Mega Super Saturday. But what we did find is that without going out drinking, as sad as it might sound, and not having gym, it was actually quite boring, me and Age. We played.
After 9:30, we were just like sitting there like, what the hell do we do? There's no footy.
Yeah.
We're not drinking. We're not doing anything fun. Nothing to do.
We're like,
what'd you
do we
guys
leave
do?
the house? We're like, it's too late. Do we go out together? Why are we going out, two boys? Just me and him.
Yeah.
No.
We're going to go for a drive to where?
Macca's, we just ate dinner. You
We're not
know,
hungry.
we played Connect 4.
Connect
And
4.
I rolled Mick. He's the worst at Connect 4.
Yeah.
Yes.
I had a shocker. I had a shocker. No, I'm not shit.
You have
Connect
no
4.
idea.
We did absolutely
Anyway.
nothing.
Our Saturday was shit after the footy. Let's be honest.
But what about your Super Saturday? You
Saturday
went to
was
Golden
good.
Slipper.
Went to the Golden Slipper on obviously on Saturday, and yeah, it was a good day. Very hot, very muggy. But yeah, haven't been to the races in a while, so it was good to go there. See a few fans. Had a few people come
Few
up.
fans?
A few fans, yeah.
Really?
Of Jimmy or the Cast
yeah,
Patrol?
I
Of
was
the
gonna
Cast
say.
Patrol, of
Oh,
course.
I was going to
It
say,
makes sense.
no one's a fan of Jimmy.
Yeah, no way.
No.
Did
but,
they say, oh, where's Mick? Where's his great tips?
No. no,
They'll
surprisingly
be paying
not.
$101 for someone to say
They're probably
that.
glad you weren't there. But no,
100%.
yeah, a few fans obviously showing their love for the podcast, which was good.
How good's that?
But
You
yeah,
remember any names?
Hey, I don't think it was Max.
Max.
Max, yeah, during Panau.
Ooh.
I was doing something during Panau, and then he's got a tap on the shoulder and said, "Mate, I love the podcast." Like, thank you, Max.
Oh,
God.
love to hear that. Was
Yeah.
he wearing a Cast Patrol t-shirt or what?
No, he was wearing a suit.
Oh,
Well, you know why he wasn't wearing the Cast Patrol tee?
Because it hasn't arrived yet.
It hasn't arrived.
But
That's
they
right.
are going to arrive.
They are.
This week,
They've been released. They've been shipped.
Yep.
They're coming to your doorstep if you purchase one. Thank
Good.
you once again.
You would have got an email.
over on the bottom. Yeah, in
You're
your
joining
email.
the club.
Yeah. Check your emails. If not, they're in the junk email.
Yeah, hopefully this week or next
No,
week.
it'll be this week. I'm pretty sure.
This week?
Yeah.
Coming this week.
Mate, they had
Get
to make
G.
it with love. They couldn't just make any other product. They just had to make it with love, return of interest.
Takes time.
Bang.
Good material. Got to print it properly.
Takes time.
No,
It takes
package it carefully.
Yeah.
Maybe there's a tip in there. Who knows?
So just in time for the weekend.
Yeah, just in time. Sunday, boys. I got to tell you something that happened to me.
Yep. Go.
I'm lying on my bed watching a bit of TV. Everyone's out of the house. I'm like, how good's this? Free house. I get someone comes to the door, and I'm like, well, parents are gone for the day. Girlfriend's not here. Who is this? And they're knocking on the door trying to get in. I'm like, what is going on here? I go to the door.
Yep.
It's an old lady with a box of muffins, blueberry and strawberry muffins.
Like fresh.
Fresh. She says to me, hi there, I've just cooked these muffins. Would you like to purchase one? And then she goes, they're still hot. And shows them. I'm like, "Ooh, they are a bit hot.
Yeah.
And I go, how much? $4.50. Sure, no worries. Get my $5, give it to her. Got it. And as I'm walking back into the kitchen to eat, I'm like, maybe I should get another one for like my family. And then
Yeah,
they come
yeah.
back. Went back outside, gone. Couldn't see her ever again.
She disappeared.
Gone.
Have you
Her-
ever seen this lady before?
Never seen her in my life.
Yeah.
I didn't even know that we had people in the area selling muffins.
Yeah.
But one thing for sure, this blueberry muffin was fucking hectic.
Were they like space muffins or edibles? Or?
No, well, that's what I thought. I thought I'm going to get spiked here because I just finished watching you and I was like, oh, here we go. I'm getting spiked. But no, she delivered an A-class muffin for $4.50 and I never seen her again. I even tried to like find her and be like, hey, where's another one? Couldn't find her.
Couldn't find her on Insta, nothing like that.
Maybe
Well,
she'll be back.
nothing.
next
Well, if
week.
she's
Or
back,
this
I'll
week.
keep you updated. Well, now I'm also like, yeah, I want to get another muffin, but I don't want to come in every second day. Oh,
Well, she knows that you paid last time.
She'll be back,
Exactly.
Nick.
She'll be back.
But I tell you what, they were hot. They
Yeah.
were hot when I got
Was she hot?
Look, she wasn't hot, but she was cute for an old woman. She was like 60 years old. I was like, oh, I'll give you $5.
Gil for what?
No, not a girl age.
Blueberry muffin as well. They're the grouse.
They're the best. But then also Sunday, we had another good meal between us three and our girlfriends.
Yes, we went out for a little triple date.
The first cast triple date.
Yeah. It's been in the works for a while.
It has.
We're waiting for you to find love.
That's true. And then here we are.
And we're waiting for a day where we're all available.
Yeah.
Last Sunday.
Busy
and Mick
schedules.
found a little hack called
Found-
First Table.
Yeah.
That was going to be my tip of the week.
Well, guess what? Tip of the week's coming early, Mick.
It's coming early. It's
First table.
incredible.
Explain to the
All right.
listeners.
So, first tables class.
Yep.
You boys haven't done it before, or you did it one time, but you didn't even know.
Is it an app? Is it Safari? Where do you
It
get
is
this,
on a
Mick?
website. You look up First Table. The way it works is you pay $10 and you get 50% off. Listen to this. All the food for that booking.
The whole thing.
Whole thing. So the way it works is because you have to book the first table of the night. So let's say a restaurant opens at 4 p.m. Usually that's a quiet time.
Yep.
So they're probably going to get no one in there at that time. So they'd rather take a 50% loss and have more people in.
Yeah.
So that was exactly what we did. So we had three
We got
ribeyes.
6 p.m. So we
6
actually got a
p.m.
decent slot.
Yeah.
Mate,
You know?
Blackbird Cafe, they must just
Darling
have
Harbour.
just a late opening.
Exactly. And then we got 50% off the bill. So it ended up $250 for 6 of us.
And that was including alcohol.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we got, for reference, we got three ribeyes on the bone, 350 grams, $52. We just go, what's the most expensive? Take that down, $26.
Yep.
Half rack of ribs. Oh, you want that? Oh, don't worry, $20.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's criminal. And there's plenty of other restaurants and you can go in the area and it's not an ad, surprisingly.
No, this is unpaid. This is just a tip for you. Backcast never lasts.
Exactly.
First table.
First table. And one last feature before I forget, even though this is not an ad, we're selling it well. There's an option on there to do last table.
Yep.
Have a guess, Jimmy, what last
Jimmy
table
has
is.
no idea.
You guys did this to me last time. But first
You know?
table, it will be the last table.
Yeah, so you get
Before
like
they
an
close.
8 p.m.
8
booking,
p.m.
or 8:30.
booking.
Yeah.
So yeah, boys, I'll tell you what, you want to impress your missos? Book it in. Don't tell her. Pay the bill. Freak her out because that bill from $300 is going to go to $150 and it's going to be cheap as shit.
But there is a trick. You got to book in advance, maybe like 3 or 4 days early.
4.
Yeah.
Otherwise, all the good restaurants are booked out.
One time,
But-
remember we went to first table
Yeah.
between us. We did all the steak, like proper. They're cutting the meat up.
Yeah, in front of you with the salt.
Salt
We're
everything.
doing the
Bay.
salt bay. We had all
Yeah.
the degustation menu. The
And
bill
it's just
comes.
50% off.
The bill comes and it was $400, and we go, "Oh no, we're actually on first table here." They go, "Sorry, sir, you actually ate $800 of meat and wine." We go, "Oh no, we got
Yeah.
meat sweats and went
So
out."
pretty much, backcast, save money fast.
Oi, we're
There you
good
go.
here.
There
Back
you
car,
go.
save money fast. But it was a big weekend for us, wasn't it?
Oh, it was
On
massive.
Dabble?
Mate, it started
Huge.
off Thursday night,
Yep.
a clean sweep, $26 try score a quaddie.
I have to do a public apology.
Mick, go.
That was bad because last week you said, "What are the odds of this?"
Yeah.
and I pretty much laid the only multi of the
Yeah.
week.
You said that's the shittest odds I've ever seen.
Ah.
It should be $60.
260. It was Turbo, Brad Parker, Ruben Gary,
And Seabold.
and
Yeah.
Marcus
Marcus
Sevo to
Sevo,
score.
yeah.
Looking back, they're all pretty safe, but Brad Parker was the key, and
How
that was
funny.
the stats.
On his milestone.
On his milestone, and it was the easiest try ever.
Oh,
he
he got
nearly
gifted.
fell over putting it down. as well.
But yeah,
But,
$26. How many copies?
It was like over 100.
Yeah.
That's
Wasn't it?
mental.
Yeah, it was crazy.
That's mental.
They were
So
loving
they
that.
get
That
everyone
was
their copy,
hectic.
but it continued on to the weekend. What do we
did.
get next?
Reece Walsh, last try, $10.
Mate, I
you
told
tipped this age
He
last
sniffs
week.
around the ruck when there's like 5 minutes to go.
Yeah.
And in fact, he scored with 5 minutes left. And we're
And
like,
Adrian was
Kenny,
celebrating.
we're like, oh my God, he's going to hold on here.
Yeah.
5 minutes. And then boom, Ezra
Ezra
Mann
Mann.
scores. And then we're like, oh fuck, we're close, you know, it wasn't that bad. And
then-
then Walsh scores again with a minute left.
Yeah.
It
was
was
hectic.
It was the best. It was like,
So,
yes, thank God.
Walsh is a legend. And then on Sunday, we went Raiders 1-12 and Dogs 1-12.
Yeah.
And that got up at
Sunday,
$10.
filler.
Very good.
Sunday,
Little
fill up.
$10
I
one,
think it was like
cheeky one.
56
We had a
copies.
dinner, had a cheeky watch on the phones.
Mate,
Yeah.
everyone thought Tigers were going to get pumped, but they held their own. And then Raiders with the hoodoo, they've now won 9 in a row against Sharks.
Stats don't lie.
So there you go. Hoodoos are hoodoos.
But it
Stay
wasn't.
away.
It wasn't a good betting weekend for one person on this panel.
It was not.
Actually, all three of us lost our best bets.
Yes.
but
We
we,
gotta
have
put
to
a
say
hand
that
out there.
we all stuffed
Stay
our best bets.
accountable.
And the 18th man. What's new in the castle?
Thanks to
Go on.
Cowboys, Jimmy's favourite team.
Yeah, Cowboys rolled me. What's new in the castle?
Second
But
year syndrome.
Adrian, you're in the sin bin, mate.
I'm in the sin bin. I have not had a good luck on NRL.
You are 1 out of 5 in your
Yes.
last 5. I've done
Yes.
the stats.
My Roy is still positive by a mile.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm going to go to the bin. I'm going to refresh.
Yep.
I need a week off.
take a week.
I'll focus on the double tips and I'll
Yeah.
come back and I'll land
So,
a big multi for you guys.
Is your new nickname now Lose Your Wage with Age because you've lost 3 in a row?
Well, double hasn't been very kind to
No,
me.
it doesn't.
Well, they
So,
haven't doubled
I
their
reckon
wage in 3 weeks.
Put your wage on the side.
Okay.
You know,
Save it for a week.
So when we get back, we're going to triple our
Yeah.
wage, I reckon.
Triple.
We're going to triple it.
Beautiful.
There you go.
But it's positive. No, he's still positive, Roy.
yes.
How do the followers find our bets?
Well, Jimmy, the Dabble app.
We've been talking
It's
about
like
it.
social media. We have our profile. You follow your mates, follow tipsters.
Yep.
Copy their bets. The bets pops up when they post a bet. Your bets pop up when you post a bet.
Yep.
But one thing I have to
Boom,
say is,
everything.
for those that don't know, I don't think we could make it any more obvious. It is a betting platform, and you can actually do your own bets on there and do your own descriptions.
And get your own followers,
Yep.
people copying your bets.
'Cause
Build
we
up
had
a
peop- we had-
profile.
We had people reach out thinking that you couldn't place your own bets on there and you could
Yeah.
only copy bets. But no, you can do your own. It's the same
Do
as
your
any
own.
other book,
Yeah.
bookie
If
app.
you think you're a specialty at NBA, gridiron, anything, NRL, AFL.
But if you
Whatever
want
it
to
may
win
be.
money, terms and conditions apply. Backcast.
Our NRL tips have been hot.
So hot.
Like, I don't want to toot
Flying.
our own horn, but
They've been
there's
going well.
not many other dabblers, NRL specialists.
Yeah. There's a lot of racing on there, which we have a dark arts master to my left
Yep.
who does well.
He does all right.
He does all right. But
Yep.
NRL is our specialty.
Yeah.
It
What have they
is.
just added on the double app?
Multi-boost.
Rocket multi-boost.
Rocket
How good.
multi-boost. How good's that?
It's actually crazy.
They've actually came in clutch there, Dabble.
They've
I'm
done
gonna
very
give that
well.
to them.
They've done well.
It's
So
the
now
greatest betting app
You
on
can
earth.
multi a Sango multi, any multi,
Yep.
horse multi NRL.
Chuck a rocket
It's
on.
mad.
And those going, what's a rocket boost or what? Are you a ticket to space or something? Nah, it's basically a power play. What you do is you click it,
Yep.
and instead of just taking the given power play,
Like the 10% or whatever.
10%, you can actually get up to 3 times. You,
can-
watch this rocket and you have to click stop before it crashes.
Yeah.
And it shows you what your potential max would have been.
So it's a fun little interactive game to get you going. But look,
And you usually get a good multi.
Yeah.
And if it crashes, you get the boost anyway.
sometimes on a horse I get from like $2.50 to $4.80.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
criminal.
Like on a
You know?
favorite,
Nearly
that's
double.
Double. You just got to play the rocket and know how to use it
You
wisely.
got to play it correctly. So maybe you play it on our bets.
But if you want to
Hopefully
get on
some
Dabble,
up.
there's 2 ways to download the app. One, click the link in the description. It'll take you straight to the App Store with our code filled out, which is Cast Patrol. CAST.
Mick, that's why I say the code. so
Yeah,
people don't
sorry,
stuff
mate.
it up.
You just say it.
CSTPATROL.
I know.
Cast
I
Patrol,
should've
not
gone
the Cast Patrol.
Gamble responsibly, of course.
Always.
responsibly.
Always. And if
Always.
you do need help with your gambling or you're having issues, Jimmy, what number do you call?
1-800-858-858.
That's correct.
That's correct. But let's move on. Round 3 of the NRL season. So instead of doing every team in depth, bit boring.
The round's over.
Round's
you
over.
guys don't
Yeah.
care.
Especially when South lost on the Friday night. We don't want to talk about it.
Yeah. Okay, we'll acknowledge it. We
We
lost.
lost.
By 2, it was close.
Yep.
We're still filthy, but we'll move on.
Move on. So what we've decided to do is we're going to go through a player each that impressed us this week. So not necessarily your best player of the week because it's easy to always say Tom Trbojevic, James Tedesco,
Yeah.
Latrell Mitchell. So it's player that impressed you and played out of their skin. So, do you want to kick things off?
I do. So Payne Haas.
Yes.
He was a machine.
Yep.
240 run meters.
Yep.
From 18 runs.
Yep.
104 post contact meters.
104 post contact.
104. So after he gets contact, he's just charging through.
Yeah.
Incredible.
Big, strong legs.
Two tackle breaks, 2 line break assists, 2 offloads, 26 tackles, no misses, no errors. He was flawless. Best prop in the game, in my opinion. He's overtaken
Wow.
Tarpany.
Overtaken Tarpany.
Even just from the 3 games.
I think he
Big
was
call, but-
already the best forward and then Tarpany had a crazy year.
Yeah.
But in terms of consistency, he's always been there.
and potential.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. What about you boys? Who impressed you?
Big Cons. Connolly the Melu,
Cons.
our
Our
mate.
best mate.
Our mate.
At the Dolphins.
Up at the Dolphins, former Cowboy. Yeah, he's impressed me, especially the last 3 weeks. He started last week on that left edge, and I think he could make it his own this year. 134 metres, 40 post contact, line break, try assist. So
He's a big boy as well.
big boy's got an offload.
Was he always in the centres at Cowboys?
He was. He was in the back line at the
So
Cowboys,
that's
and
why
then
he still has good skills, good speed.
beefed up a bit, and now he's in the second row. So he's impressed me. So look out for him this week.
He's done really well. I'm actually going with another second rower too. This guy's actually impressed me 2 weeks in a row. Jacob Preston from the Bulldogs. So he's played 3 NRL games
3.
and he's only 3. Against the Tigers was his 3rd game and he's already playing 80 minutes.
I think his second game he started as well.
Second game he started and scored a try against none other than Melbourne Storm. So his stats this week, he did 12 runs for 136 metres, 36 post-contact metres, 1 line break. Now get this, 36 tackles,
How many misses?
0 misses.
Wow. So that's what we care about.
That's
The
what we care
misses.
about.
This
Yep.
guy is 21 years old and he's already been touted to be the replacement for Josh Jackson and their
Yeah.
workhorse on the back row.
Yeah, Josh Jackson 2.0.
Oh,
He'll be a
100%.
future captain one day.
But yeah, 3 games into his NRL career and he's already impressed me.
Sort of like Cameron Murray. Everyone knew he was going to captain South.
Pretty much,
Do you
yeah.
reckon this kid's
Well, yeah, I
bound
think
to be a captain?
if he plays the way he's playing in a few years, yeah, he might get there. But the fact that a 21-year-old is playing 80 minutes in the back row when they have all these other second rollers that are experienced, like you got, is Waddell still there?
I think Pangai's coming back from
Pangai's
injury.
there.
Oh, Mariner, captain.
Sutton's there
Yeah.
and about. Kick-out doesn't even play 80 some weeks.
Yeah.
You know, like they're trusting this guy. So that's my player of the week, Jacob Preston.
Love it.
Well, speaking of great captains, the great man, John Sattler, this
Yeah.
week, unfortunately passed away. So condolences to his family and friends, of course.
And
But
loved ones, yeah.
yeah, what a legend he was for South.
Mate, such a legend. Not just for South, he's a rugby league icon.
He is.
We never watched him because he played around the 1970s, 1960s, that era. For those watching on the YouTube, we actually have the jersey that they wore in the grand final, not match worn.
Definitely not match
Not match
worn.
worn. And we have a signed frame of John Sattler to my left, showing basically his grand final game where he broke his jaw.
Incredible. 3rd minute breaks his jaw, plays 77 minutes,
Yeah.
has to bite on his mouth guard to hold his jaw in.
Mm.
Unreal.
One of the most toughest players that will ever play the game.
He was a prop. He was a lock. He was after that game when he broke his jaw. He really wanted to play for the Australian team because he was going to be captain.
Yeah.
So he literally held it together before the journalists came out to talk to him, and that was like the final check. He got there when he went to speak. His jaw just fell down
And they're just
collapsed
like,
and
nah,
just
sorry,
blood in their
can't do
mate,
this.
Yeah, wow.
he probably wouldn't have passed the medical check, but that's just the fighter
Yeah.
he was. And I'm actually sad that I never actually got to watch him play because from all reports I hear, unreal. He captained 4 South Sydney grand finals.
That's incredible.
In our lifetime, we've only seen 1 grand
Yeah.
final.
Yeah.
He was in 4 grand finals.
And they won 'em.
And he won
Yeah.
them. He
So
played in
incredible.
6 grand finals. So
That's a good record.
rest in peace, John
Yes.
Sattler. You'll be missed for rugby league and all South
Sad
Sydney
week for rugby league.
supporters.
Sad week.
But yeah, look, let's go to another segment we're bringing back. Cast top 5. Adrian, what are you bringing to us this week?
So this week, we got the centre wing pairing.
Okay.
Who is the best? 5-1. Current centre wing pairing
Yep.
that are playing at the moment.
So the way we've judged it, criteria is, yes, combination's a big part, but it's also the caliber of the players on that edge. If you were building a team, which combos are you picking? Let's go.
100%. So in spot 5, we got Isaiah Tass and Alex Johnson, the South's left edge. There's so many tries that come out of this edge. It's a lot to do with Latrell, but Tass runs a great line, gives the ball to AJ, great distribution, and AJ just finishes them for fun.
As a combination, I think they're pretty good. I think Alex Johnson's one of the best wingers of all time. So I think that is what probably brings
That's
him
what
into
made
that,
him the
Yeah,
top 5.
into that top 5. Yeah.
Tass is improving every week.
Oh,
but
100%.
Up and coming youngster Tass. And
Yeah.
Johnson just scores tries for fun. So
He just needs half a metre and he'll go straight past you.
exactly.
Number 4.
Number 4, we got Katoni Staggs and Selwyn Cobbo, the right pairing for Broncos.
Yep.
Both young, powerful, explosive players. The sky is their limit, really.
Well, yeah, exactly. Especially Cobbo, who's been so young. You know how much I rave on about him. He's a freak.
You rate him, yeah. They're both freaks. And they'll be there for a while.
100%. There's going to be a lot of tries between them two this year.
Yep.
In number 3, we got the reliable Valentine Holmes and Murray Taulagi.
Yep.
Mate, Jimmy, your Cowboys, these
Hey.
guys are insane for you guys.
Unreal. Holmes, ever since he moves out left centre, has been unreal. And Talangi's one of the best finishers in the game. So, yeah, deserved number 3.
Oh, definitely.
Should be higher, but-
definitely top 5, but you can argue where they are in that top 5.
Yeah.
In number 2, we got the new combo of Joseph Swali'i and Daniel Tupou. These two giraffes are incredible.
On one side.
On
as well.
one side.
Yeah.
Look, they've not played much together because Swali's just moved there, but give it to the end of the season, they might even be the best.
Yeah.
Yeah, you never know. They could
Put
be
up
the
a
best.
kick and then
Even off the dropouts, they just go left,
Yeah.
and one of them is going to get up and get the ball
let
back.
him jump up and grab it.
But yeah, they could be anything this year. And number 1, undoubtedly, Stephen Crichton and Brian Toto.
Yeah.
Critter and Bizza.
They've been proven for years.
Mate, they've won 2 grand finals in a row together. They're just incredible. So many tries coming
Grew
out
up
of that. team.
together.
Get
Just
through
helped,
so
played
much work.
juniors
Yeah.
together. Like,
It's a shame they're going to be split apart at the end of this year, but
Yeah.
we get one more year to enjoy them.
exactly
100%.
right. Well, boys, speaking of centres, as you guys know, we've been flogging stats the last couple of weeks.
Claiming it's the year of the centre.
It is. So a couple of stats, 20.8% of the first tries were scored by centres.
Oof, that's 1/5. That's pretty big.
Just
Yes.
over 1/5.
And you're getting good value, you know, for centres
You
compared
are.
to wingers.
So that's for the first tries.
Yep.
Last tries, 20.8% were scored by fullbacks.
Yes, our boy
Okay.
Reece Walsh is one of them.
Yep. So if you're thinking of any first or last try scorer bets this week, take these into consideration.
100%, and we will as well.
Yes. What about round 4, Age? Round 4 stats.
Round 4
What
stats.
have you got for us?
I'm going to keep it simple for you. I'm going to put them all into 8 stats of the week.
Here we go.
Okay?
I'm ready.
These are the round 4 stats that you need to know. Brian To'o has scored a double in the last 2 times he's versed the Eels, in the qualifying final and the grand final. I'm going to get on him for a double. What about you boys?
Yeah, I think so. A double, minimum one
Minimum 1. Anytime, get on.
against Para as well.
100%.
Lock.
Tigers have lost 14 of the last 15 games in the NRL. That is a terrible record. They are cast.
They've not been doing
What's
much
wrong with
since Madge.
No, they haven't. They're playing Melbourne up at Amy Park, so get on Melbourne.
Just take Melbourne, what, $1.20, $1.30? Take him.
Even 13 plus.
Boost the multi.
Get on him. 9 of Brisbane's last 10 matches at Suncorp have been over the total points line. For this match, the total points line is 43.5. Are we going overs, boys?
Be rude not to, I think.
Stats don't lie, especially a few key outs for Dolphins. Broncos might put the scores on them.
Might put the score on, yeah, for
I
sure.
like it. In the last 6 games between Cowboys and Titans, the margin has been over 20 points.
Over 20?
Over 20.
So wait, you guys have either won by 20
Yep.
points or
Or
lost
lost.
by
So it's
20.
never been close in the last 6
I don't know
games.
if
It's
this
been
one
a
goes
smashing.
over 20.
Could
But
go either way, but hey, stats don't lie.
stats don't lie. So if you want to do maybe 13 plus or take the overs.
Yeah, 100%.
What about this one, boys? South Sydney have won the last 6 in a row against Manly by an average margin of 16.8 points.
South
We're
13
just
plus.
pumping. I'm going to say not 13 plus.
Yeah.
Just South to win because of our outs in the middles.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's fair.
We are missing a lot of players in the middle.
That's fair.
that's fair.
Josh Adokar, also known as the Fox, has scored 5 tries in his last 4 games against the Warriors. Boys, are we getting on?
That's
Anytime.
a tough one. I think Warriors might win this one, but you know what?
Fox
If
just to score 1?
Just
Fox
to
to score one, like we said with Bizza, put him in.
Yeah.
$1.40, $1.50, take it.
Put in the multis, same game multis.
What about this one? Knights have lost the last 6 games at home at McDonald's Jones Stadium.
Well, look, I don't want to reveal too much, but Knights are my best bet, and I'm not backing them in. I think they are CAST cast.
100%.
I'll be going Raiders, and I think they lose another game at home. Sorry, what's new in the castle?
Sharks have won the last 6 games against Dragons by an average margin of 9.5 points. Another hoodoo.
9.5.
Sharks with the line.
Sharks 1 to 12. Sharks with a line.
Yep.
If you can do the pick your own handicap, Sharks minus 9.5. Just go with stats.
Yeah.
Let's go with the stats.
So they're my 8 stats of the week. If you're going to, at home, thinking of bets or just thinking of tips, whatever,
Supercoach players.
take them into consideration because stats don't lie.
They don't. And now,
One thing we're bringing back,
Yes.
try scoring trifecta. We have
back.
to keep ourselves accountable. We're going to do this every week.
Yep.
Here's
From
how it
this
works. From this week. We pick a try scorer each and we multi it all up.
Yep.
Try and get it over $20 odds.
Like a big cast
Yep.
trifecta.
Yep. You can do 2 or more if you want. 1, whatever.
Probably stick with
If
one.
you're the one that fucks it and the other 2 get it, there'll be some punishment. If all,
is there a forfeit?
there must be a forfeit. We'll do a little forfeit, nothing crazy. But if all 3 of us get it, well, guess what? We hit the trifecta, and all you
100%.
did that copied our bet on Dabble did. So, Jimmy, kick us off. Who's your try scorer this week?
my man Eli Katoa, $3.30. He's been due for the last couple of weeks. He's getting over for his first try this year.
Are you worried about him not being able to catch the ball? He's had a few issues, especially last game.
He'll be okay.
Is he catching it? Because if he
He's
catches it,
catching
he's over.
Hughes, short ball,
He's
straight
over.
Yeah.
Love it. Mick, who
I
you
like
picking?
that. We touched on it before, the average margin of 20 points between Cowboys and Titans. I think there's points in this game, and we got to go to the main point scorer for the Cowboys, Valentine Holmes. I couldn't believe the odds when I found it. $2.60 for this stud to score.
That's pretty good. That's juiced
I'm
up.
going Holmes.
And I'm going to cap it off with not $1.60, $1.70.
That's unlike you.
I know. But he is a lock.
He's a lock.
Not position-wise. He's a second rower.
Okay.
But he's a lock. He scored 3 tries in the last 3 games against Knights. So every game he scored a try.
Yep.
Hudson Young, 4th time lucky. I'm sticking with him. He improved last week.
What odds can we get for Hudson?
Him individually, $2.50.
Yep.
So similar to Val. But if you multi them all together,
Ellie
Katoa, Holmes, Hudson Young, $21.45. And that's on Dabble right now, so you can copy that.
Take
Look
the
at
odds
that.
because more people bet on it, the more the odds go in.
Yeah, and especially if we're getting 100 copies,
So-
that's going in.
Get in early.
But yeah, boys, you don't want to be the one that ruins the trifecta.
Nah.
Especially you being the last leg.
I
It
know.
means you
I got
get
so
it.
much pressure.
Oh, you don't want to let
But
down.
Hudson, the hero, he's gone for 4 in a row against Knights.
Oh, I'd love to
Yeah.
hit it.
Back him in.
Well, we hit the quaddie last week in the Manly game, so let's see if we can hit the trifecta.
We're a good
Well, that
chance.
Manly game, we hit every single bet except the first and last try score.
Yeah.
Even the
The
lines.
margin, the line, every other try score we did.
Every
like,
bet. Yeah.
oh, that was a great game.
We got the big one though.
our
That's what
same
we
game
wanted.
multis, our Manly multi. Like,
Yeah.
that was the game. We just want more points.
100%.
More points means more money for us.
Let's go to another segment, this or that. Age, this is your segment. You
This
always
is
say
my
it's favourite
segment.
segment. We hear it. Let's get into it. First question.
Well, the first question we got at Zach Jones: support the Tigers or relive peak COVID?
How to get cancelled in one question.
Peak COVID was pretty fucked.
It was pretty tough, I have to admit. Nah, you can't do the peak COVID again. Just the impact it had on businesses, your mental health. Tigers, to be fair, on mental health, it's pretty bad. But you know what? That affects the world.
But COVID was maybe 3 to 4 years. Tigers, you have to support them for the rest of your life.
Hey, look, they got
know?
Benji coming in next year to coach. Maybe they might turn things around. I'll go Tigers, but not happily.
I'm going to take the COVID period because I can't support the Tigers. They're just so hard to watch. They're painful.
That's fair.
I'd have to pull my eyes out.
No, that's true. Well, I actually tipped the Tigers to make the 8, so I'll gladly
That is horrendous.
I'll gladly jump back on the bus just
That's
for this.
What were you thinking when you were doing that?
They looked good in the trials,
Yeah.
and they've
They
just,
just shat the bed.
Nah,
I don't know what's doing.
You got hoodwinked by all the new signings.
I did.
Yeah.
So
Shit happens. What can you
anyway,
Okay, at Aussie Native, Broncos versus Dolphins grand final or Roosters versus Rabbits grand final?
do? I think this is a no-brainer.
it's a no-brainer.
Everyone wants to see it. Everyone wants to see Roosters versus Rabbitohs in a grand final. It hasn't happened since the 1930s. I don't know how, considering these two have played for 115 years together since that grand final. So
Incredible.
that maths is terrible, but you know what I mean.
Imagine Eastern Suburbs if this game gets played.
Oh,
South versus Roosters
ridiculous.
grand final. It will go mental.
Yeah.
Like crazy. Like two massive clubs, big rivalry,
Yeah.
similar
it'd
areas.
be
It'd be
Must
crazy.
watch. Like
Broncos and Dolphins shouldn't be discredited. Eventually, that will turn into a great rivalry.
Yeah,
The
it
Battle
will.
of the North, like the Cowboys.
Well, they're
versus
playing
Brisbane.
this week, so we'll see how good it is.
100%. But yeah, look, I think it's a no-brainer. I think the NRL and every supporter wants Roosters versus Rabbitohs.
yeah.
Yes, I agree. Agrestagram, room with Wayne Bennett for the weekend or cop a full-blown spray from Bellamy after a big loss?
Ooh. And shout out to Agrestagram. That's Non-Natina's who makes the best Italian pies.
Mate, that bolognese, I can harp on about it forever. It's so good. It's great.
It is good. Very good.
I think I'm in a room with Wayne Bennett. From all the guests that we've had on from South and just hearing in the media, he's a completely different person behind closed doors. And apparently he's just one of the boys. So
We'll be having a lot of fun.
I'm going to say Wayne Bennett. I think a spray from Bellamy's would break me.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, all that spray, all that spit.
Yeah.
Nah, I don't think I'll cop that. But yeah, I'll be rooming with Wayno for the weekend.
After seeing Melbourne the last 2 weeks, how shit they played, and him in the commentary box just spraying that fucking screen in front of him, I do not want to be that window in front of him.
Nah.
I'm going to room with Bennett every day.
Well, maybe you need one after your sin bin.
Oh, I might need one. Might need a spray, you know? Who knows? At Stuff, 2456, Reece Walsh or Kalen Ponga? Who you picking? Fully fit.
KP.
Yeah, I'm going to go KP. It's everyone just forgets
It's a
how
shame
good
of
Kalen Ponga
it's a
is.
shame what's happened with KP recently, but at his best, he's just
Just rewind
unreal.
to game 3 last year. You got player of the match in the New South Wales versus
yeah.
Origin game.
Yeah.
So
it was incredible. Yeah, if there's no head knocks, there's no injuries, he's on the park, he's fully fit.
and he's
No
flying.
brainer.
Yeah,
Ponga.
But Reece
Walsh at the moment,
He's playing good
is
footy.
on fire.
He's
he
on
might
fire.
even get that Queensland Maroons fullback spot.
I
If
think
Ponga's
he
out,
does.
yeah.
I think he does.
It's either him or Brimo, isn't it?
yeah, I think so.
Okay, next question. At Ayan Shukla, Nate Miles' head or Blake Ferguson's nose? What would you rather have?
Far out.
To be fair, you can fix a nose.
Yeah, but
You can fix a nose.
Fergo's nose is like,
Unfixable?
yeah.
Well,
Surely-
he's put a complaint to the NRL. Did you see that? He's
Oh,
come
he
out
has.
saying I can't get compensation for my nose. To be fair, it's probably like 20 to 30 grand for a Bondi job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't blame him, but yeah,
Miles he's got a big head.
if you had to go forever,
He's got a massive head.
you can't take Fergo's nose forever. It's literally like you've done a U-turn.
Yeah, it is all over the place. But Miles has a massive head.
Big.
It's huge.
I have a sizable head at the minute, so I'll take Miles. I don't mind.
Miles's head on my body would not look right. I'm gonna go Fergo's nose.
Oh,
I'm gonna
mate.
fix it. I'm gonna fix it.
I have to cop Fergo's nose and I'll try and fix it.
100%.
That's fair.
Yeah. Beautiful. Play on or penalty. He's back for another week. Our favourite. Kick it off with at What's New in the Castle. Knights coaches dropping Dom Young to reserve grade after 6 errors on the weekend.
That was a huge drop
Big
for me.
call.
Considering no disrespect to Heimel Hunt, I think Dom Young's a way better winger than Heimel Hunt. I don't know, it's probably bad blood that he signed with the Roosters. They're like, just get out. He's reserve grade, mate.
I watched that game very closely, and Tessinu showed him up.
He did.
Tessinu was all. There was one try which was this poor effort. He was on the floor, and he didn't get up in time. And then Bromwich just offloaded to Tessie.
Yeah,
It was gone. But to score 3 tries against Dom, it's not a good look.
Yeah.
So I think, and also he's going to the Roosters, so maybe it's like a bit of a wake up call.
So it's a play on?
Play on.
I think
like
it's
it.
a big play on.
Especially if you got Greg Marzoo there, the beast.
But like, in terms of any caliber play, like if you're not performing,
Yeah.
I think like it's rightfully so that you get dropped.
Yeah. You got to keep him accountable.
Yeah, 100%.
I'm going to say penalty. I just think you need to have your best players on the park, especially if you're a struggling team like the Knights.
True.
If you were up there and you had like Roosters, like some wins in the bank, or Brisbane, you can play around with it. When you're struggling for points, you can't be dropping you're literally your best player last.
They're also struggling to defend though, so
That's true. That's true.
which one do you want?
Well, look, we'll see what happens this week, and we'll see if the wacky wizard from Newcastle comes up with anything.
100%.
That's right. Next one at BKR Sport. BKR Sport getting naked and running through surfers' paradise when Titans win a comp.
Mate, if
Jeez,
Titans win a comp,
I hope
you
I'm not.
better be going naked. I'll tell you that much for free.
I hope I'm not at Surfers Paradise when they win the comp. But
hopefully not. Well, you might be 70
I think
years
it's a
old.
play
You might
on.
be 70 years old by then. You might be retired.
be-
Or you might
Yeah,
never see
might
it.
be dead.
Yeah.
But
Look, I'll say play on 100%.
100% you play on.
If you support the Titans, like the Tigers, you've gone through some rough periods.
Yeah.
Seeing them win a grand final, do what you want.
Oh. And we know how passionate it is. So if he's not taking all pants and everything off,
the whole,
I'll be very disappointed.
The whole lot. Yeah.
Everything.
Surfers Paradise, big strip, straight down.
I don't care how cold it is.
Think about this. We've still seen we've seen South win a grand final 2014. You've seen Cows win one 2015.
Yep.
How long ago does that feel?
Yeah, literally. So
He's-
It
long.
was ages ago.
He's never seen a grand final win.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's a long time.
Yeah, 6 again, play on.
Yeah, play on.
100% play on. Next one at James Nanny Andrew, taking your girlfriends out to dinner and not paying with the cast card.
Ooh, the company card.
The company card.
I thought we should have paid with the company card.
Of course you did.
Yeah. Saves
You're always
me
looking at-
getting into my pocket.
You're always looking for a
yeah.
discount of
Yeah.
some sort.
Well, we do spend a lot of time into this, and I think a nice dinner wouldn't be too bad.
Anything
reward.
for you not to
As
take
I
out your
say, if
wallet.
it's free, it's for me. I'm a big believer.
The
That's
amount
my
of
tip of
times
the week.
Age has tried to convince us after recording the podcast, let's buy Macca's on the company card.
I've
Yeah.
done it a few times.
He actually doesn't own the company card because I don't trust him.
All
But,
on Hudson to score.
Look, I don't know. Maybe we should have, but you know what?
No, but we're trying to treat our girlfriends.
Yeah.
We're not going to use the card.
But wouldn't that impress them? They're like, "Fuck, you got a company card?
They already know about the company card.
I know the
Yeah, but
company
have
card.
they ever got used the company card?
I don't know.
This is a tough one. I think we're going to get flogged either way we decide.
Yeah, I'm going to say penalty. We should have used it.
Look,
I'm going to say play on. I'm pretty happy that, hey, bear in mind we used first table, so it
Mate,
wasn't
it was
breaking the
cheap
bank
as
that
shit.
much.
yeah. Did Sophia pay for you, Adrian?
For me?
Yeah.
No. I wish
He
she
even,
did.
look at this, GOAT boyfriend, after he bought her an ice cream.
Yes. Pistachio. She wanted a big scoop.
You're good.
On a cone? Take it. It's on the house. Your wage has been doubled.
$10. Take
Your
it.
wage has been doubled.
Beautiful. Oh, beautiful. All right, next one. Age's beard.
What do you think, boys? What do you
What's
think?
doing?
So,
What happened? You
so
woke
pretty
up.
much, I didn't shave for like a good 5 days.
Yeah.
And
you
I
can tell.
was like, you know what? Fuck this. I'm getting rid of the goatee. I'm going for a beard. I'm going to try and grow this thing out.
How much growing
Just
out?
like keep it trimmed, but try and get some shape going. I got connection. I just need more filling.
Yeah.
It just needs to fill out a bit.
I think give it a few weeks, it'll be a play on. But right,
now, it's pretty scruffy.
so bad.
So what are we saying, boys?
right now,
Right now.
grade 3 send off.
Send off.
I'll penalise you, but
On report or anything? Or
no, just penalty.
Okay.
Because it could go either way.
Yeah, I'm gonna say
You ha-
6 again.
You have to fix the neck beard, bro. Like
You reckon?
You're shaving it too high up.
You reckon lower?
Yeah, it's 2 fingers from underneath. So if you go there, those not watching, he's literally got half a finger.
So I butchered it.
So it makes him look like he's got a triple chin.
Yeah, it's definitely not an illusion, I swear.
So you're going to keep it, Bellamy and Age?
I'm going to give it a crack,
Give it a crack?
If the misso doesn't like it, it might have to go.
Okay, beautiful. Last one for this week. Cameron Smith being labelled the GOAT. Thank you, Adrian.
Oh, Siri's not happy. She's interrupted here. Don't you just hate it when fucking Siri just comes out of nowhere on my
all the
fucking
time.
Apple Watch?
Yeah.
Oh, she's a bitch sometimes. Siri.
Anyway, Cameron Smith being labelled the GOAT. Play on a penalty.
Oh, I'm gonna play it on because it's not out of the norm. Like he is one of the goats, but I don't know if he's the goat.
feel
But
like
if that's your opinion, I'm gonna just play it
But
on.
the GOAT term just gets thrown out these days.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
You know?
Well, he's not Mark Nichols. Nichols is the goat,
Niggas is the go.
Of course.
but I don't know.
But if
He's-
we're
he's been
talking
in the discussion.
serious, like greatest of all time, probably not.
But if someone like said, like Cameron Smith's the greatest of all time,
You're not gonna say.
not gonna
you're not going to
say
say
no.
no because of everything he's done.
Of course not.
Who would you say is the
I'm
greatest?
going to say play on for Cameron Smith just
Yeah.
because he's a serial winner.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. He
Like
is.
I know he was in great teams, but look, he was the captain for Queensland, captain for Australia,
Yeah.
captain for Melbourne Storm, won shit ton of prems, won all those origins, and played over 400 games in the middle of the field. And then to cap things off, retired with a grand final win.
Yeah.
That for me is GOAT status. Jim, who's your GOAT?
I don't know, it's hard to go past Joey, isn't he?
Joey. Yeah.
Joey Johns.
The
The
eighth
eighth
immortal.
of course. Yeah.
You know what? I would say Joey. Problem is, I think we were just a bit too young
No, we
to
did.
embrace him 100%. At least with like Thurston, Slater,
Yeah.
Cronk.
I don't want to say Thurston,
Inglis.
obviously. You know,
JT's up there. For
I
me.
would
He's
I'll put JT
he's up there for sure.
top 3, yeah.
Yeah.
But like this, it's just so many like that you can
Yeah.
name, and you're like,
Especially in the time we were watching.
Yeah.
100%. How about you, Age?
I don't know. I don't have a clear goat, but in terms of the question, I'm going to play it on.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's fair.
I can't counter that argument.
beautiful.
Perfect. Final segment for this week, listener questions, all right? So simple how it works. We put up a poll. You submit the questions.
Ask us anything.
Even DM us during the week. The people go, I have a question for the podcast. Here it is. So if you have a question, you're listening
it
to
on.
this, and you really want to know, send it. You get a shout out. We get a question.
Yeah.
Hopefully you make us laugh or cry. Either way, we win. So first question of the week, Agrestagram, a.k.a. Nonna's Tina's Best Pies.
Yep.
He wants to know Garlo's pies or Nonna Tina's pies.
Ooh, as a kid, always Garlo's, but now that I've been tasting these free Nonnatina's pies, as I said, if it's free to me, it's even better. The bolognese is literally like Nonna's in a meat pie.
Wow.
So you can't beat Nonna.
Yep.
I think Nonna
Like my
Tina's.
Nonna.
Nonnatina's 100%.
Nonna Tina's for sure. Like
Yeah.
Bosciola's mine and Jim's fave.
Yeah.
Unreal.
Just speaking of Nonna, I've had a lot of comments saying, "Oh, who stole your lasagna? Like, who was it? Like,
Yeah.
did that actually happen? Is that legit?" Yeah, it's legit, and I'm still commenting shit at work. They're all
Did
laughing.
you look at the cameras at work?
Well, people are like, "Should we check the cameras?" I'm like, "I'll give them a warning." Like, I
No,
don't
no,
know.
check the
You
camera.
should. Do you reckon I should
Just
check
see
it?
who
And
it
if you can
was.
even get the footage for us, that's
Yeah.
even better.
Yeah.
Okay, I might file a
We're in the
complaint.
content game. Come on, just get a video for
Yeah,
us.
yeah, I'll do it.
But yeah, Nonnatina's pies for sure.
At Luke DeSteph, is this the worst Melbourne Storm team in history?
Not in history, but in the last 20 years, you could say.
Probably.
Like, especially with all the injuries.
1 out of 3.
Fully fit, though, they're not.
No.
They're up there. You know,
To be fair,
Paps-
they haven't had Munster the last 2 weeks.
Yep, he's back this week.
He's back this
Paps
week.
is still out with his shattered kneecap.
Yeah.
I think people were a bit too quick to jump on Melbourne Storm and hate them. Like, I've probably flogged them the last 3 weeks. Everyone just forgets when their
Bellamy.
team's full back
Well,
and
they've
they're
stuffed my best bet 2 weeks in a row, so I'm not holding back.
when they're pumping teams by 30, we'll come back to this and be like, what a stupid question.
Yeah.
But for now, it's actually, I have to go back through the archives and check how shit
all
the teams
time?
were. They've only been in the comp for 25 years
Yeah.
or so.
Okay.
Not long. And they won they won a Premier within their recent career.
What about, like, okay, fair enough. I
And,
reckon.
they would have had Slater,
I wouldn't say they're
Cronk
the
and
worst. I'm
Smith.
sure there's one lineup that's worse. We'll have to do some digging.
I know,
we'll do some
I know they
digging.
came 5th or 7th one year, so we'll have to check that team. But still, they had Smith.
But yeah, if they can just get a break with these injuries, they won't be the worst team. They'll probably make
That's
the
fair.
8,
Yeah.
6, something like that.
Next question from a famous 5'8", not Matt Burden, not Cody Walker, not even the GOAT.
Oh, Freddie Fittler?
No, not even Fittler. Even better than him. At Jason David 1997,
Yes.
Bulldogs #1 fan,
Big
wants
fan of
to
the
know
show.
who fights for the 7th or 8th spot and who fights for the wooden spoon. So let's talk about the 7th and 8th spot
Yeah.
first.
It's really hard to tell at the moment, isn't it?
Are you still confident in Tigers finishing in the top 8 after what you've seen?
It's only been 3 rounds, so yes, I think they'll come back. I think they'll get good.
You reckon?
I think so.
How confident are you in saying that?
Not very, not very, but I'm hopeful. So I think
I think after Eels' 0-3 start,
Yeah.
it's going to set them back a bit, but I think they're going to come good when Maddo's back this week. Lane's going to come back. They're going to verse easy opposition.
Yeah.
Just a quick stat I'd just like to throw in there. They lost the last 3 games by 4 points. So I reckon they might lose the Panthers by 4, let's say.
yeah,
But then they're going to get players back. They're going to get on a roll. They will be pushing for that 7th and 8th spot.
it'll
Well,
be
how,
the
how about
usual
this?
suspects.
All right, who are our locks for the top 8? Right? If
Like
we look
locks.
locks, you got Penrith,
Yeah.
lock 'em.
Yep.
South, lock
Lock
'em.
'em.
Roosters,
Yep,
lock 'em.
Melbourne
Yeah,
Oh, I wouldn't lock them.
the top 8.
top 8.
Lock?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well, they'll make it.
Top 8. That's 4, right?
Cowboys.
So we got 4 spots.
Cowboys.
Okay, so
now,
so
this is
now-
where we get
so
a bit
these
worried.
are the suspects. We got Cowboys,
Yeah.
Para, Bulldogs,
Broncos. Get
Broncos,
to lock 'em
Broncos
in.
lock,
Yeah,
Raiders.
Lock Broncos.
Raiders in there,
Sharks.
Sharks lock or no lock.
Sharks look good with Hines back. They'll be good.
So far we've locked in those 4 big 4.
Dolphins.
Sharks
What
5.
about the Dolphins?
Dolphins are.
Nah, not the Dolphins. They'll be around there, but I think
They might be the ones.
They'll be the ones fighting for the
They
eighth
could
Okay,
be.
spot.
so who are our contenders? We have Cowboys. I think they're probably the highest chance of being that 6 to 7 or 8.
Yep.
Bulldogs performing well. Raiders,
Para.
Para.
Sharks.
We
No, we already
just
locked
said
them in.
Sharks,
Oh, you said
and then Dolphins if they keep up
Dolphins.
this form.
Yeah.
about
And
Manly?
then who does that? Oh,
Man-
Manly.
Man-
oh,
Manly's a lock.
They're going in there.
Wow, there's
There's
a
a few people battling.
contenders.
There is. There
Mate,
is.
Cows are in trouble if they don't turn this around.
They are.
Yeah, it could be second year syndrome. Jim.
Oh,
Are you
here we
worried?
go.
I said it a few weeks
You
ago.
did.
Been banging that on my
You did.
ear for the last 3 weeks.
Hey, they lost the Warriors. No disrespect.
Like was
to Warriors,
last year
but
just that
you're at
premiership
home.
window?
You're at home.
The Warriors. are
Yeah,
playing
the
good footy.
Warriors. The Wires are good.
Yeah, but
How about-
you
alright.
sort of know what Warriors.
Wait, so
They're-
who does that leave us for the spoon?
okay,
Tigers.
so for the spoon,
That's it. And Knights.
Dragons,
Dragons.
Dragons,
Dragons.
Knights, Tigers. In my opinion,
Yeah.
that's the bottom 3.
Tigers are looking bad.
Like I know you're hopeful, but you're gonna need like a miracle.
No, I think the
from
Knights are in trouble.
Dragons
Knights in trouble. Dragons are in
maybe
trouble.
Knights,
Dragons,
yeah.
Thank you, Jason.
I agree. Thanks,
Good,
coach.
that's a very good question from him.
He's done well there, the big fella.
He's done very well.
At Grouse Corey wants to know, H, how did you lose in draft this week to me?
Well, for those of you who don't know, we have a Supercoach draft league with big money involved. And this
Big
prick,
cash.
Grouso, beat me by 3 points.
3 points. Bear in mind,
I'm
Grouso
filthy.
had 12
player short.
players, a player
He's
short.
playing a play down.
Yep.
And the prick captain, Harry Grant, who went off his head and got like 100 something times 2, 200 plus.
Yep.
I captain Fafita, not good, but I only lost by 3 points. For those that are watching at home and listening,
That's a
3
tackle.
points is 3 tackles or one
One
run
run.
and a 1 tackle. Like it's nothing. So I'm fuming.
Bottom line, you lost.
Yes, I lost to Grouso.
Speaking of Supercoach, I just want to point out one thing. I'm actually 10th in the Cast Patrol
the
Supercoach.
league.
You're
league.
10th.
I'm 10th.
I don't know how to play Supercoach.
I have had an absolute whale of a season so far.
Wait, so if you win it, do you win the prize?
Oh, mate, if I win,
Shouldn't be
I'm going to
fair.
want the prize.
We still haven't thought of a prize.
We haven't.
It's going to be
Ooh,
good.
It's going to be
will be
good.
It's a
Like
long
if
season.
you win the whole thing,
Yeah.
stay tuned for that. We got to
But
do
look,
some work in the
We've
background.
noticed that you can still join the league now.
Yep.
We're only counting the people that have already joined from round 1. So if you're top of the league and you joined in round 17,
doesn't count. We'll be
you gotta
watching.
You got to be a loyal one from cast number 1.
Yeah, we'll be watching.
But yeah, so yeah, I'm 10th. Can't wait.
So yeah, hopefully Mick drops off.
Final question for this week at Jacko Onios or Jack Osenios. Look, bro, you got to do it. You got to do an underscore in between your first name
dot
and
or
last
something.
name. Dot, yeah. Thoughts on the Dragons this year and where do you reckon they finish? Well, I just touched on it. I have backed them in for the wooden spoon, and I don't see them getting anywhere above
Bottom 6.
lot
Being
less.
generous.
Being generous. Bottom 4 is max they're going.
Bottom 6, just in case
Yeah.
there's no
they were-
barbecue and they play good.
The 2 games they played, they were good in the first game. And then they were in the game until about the 70th minute.
Yeah,
And then the
70
wheels
minutes.
just completely
and then
shattered.
Broncos just outclassed them.
Yeah.
And just went bang,
So-
bang, bang.
look, at the end of the day, it's not they're not going that terribly.
No, there's some good like
One win,
shining
one
lights.
loss.
Like Sloane's playing his best footy ever.
Yep.
Sullivan's looking good. Their
He
forwards
is.
are going forward.
So
Hunt's good.
you never know.
You
I'm
never
not
know.
going to rule him off. Like
I'm just not a
completely.
big fan of Anthony Griffin. And
Yeah.
I think Ben Hunt on a Dalian year and couldn't even guide him to a top 8. I don't know.
Yeah, but to get the spoon, I wouldn't say it's
Yeah.
anywhere near a
No,
lock.
it's
Yeah,
no
it's
way.
not. There's still plenty of contenders,
Yeah.
and bear in mind it's round 3. Don't
Early
ju-
days.
don't jump the gun,
It's early
boys.
days.
Beautiful.
Okay, that leads on to tips of the week.
Closing off Sage.
I'm in the bin.
What's your tip? Oh,
here we
Double your
go.
oh, sin bin yourself with age. Oh, so
Beautiful.
look, I thought
Here we go.
I'd take the initiative and actually like step up for the team and
for once.
for once, and actually come up with a tip.
Comes off the bench.
So you don't just do the editing this week.
No, not
You actually
Here we
do
go.
I'm
something.
actually going to do something. Yeah.
Here we go.
So you've heard of double your wage with age,
Yep.
right? Lose your wage with age.
I have.
This one's even better. Win quick with Mick.
Do you say lose quick with Mick?
Mate, win quick this. You know what I mean. My
can't even
bet,
say it,
my bet
honestly.
this week to win quick with Mick,
Yep.
or get a green tick with Mick. Hey, I got plenty
Or
in the
lose your wage quick with Mick? Whatever.
bank. Grow your dick with Mick.
Lose your
Whatever
dick
you-
with Mick.
Either way, my best bet for this week is Canberra Raiders -6.5 versus the Newcastle Knights. I locked it in at $2 on Dabble. People that followed me already, there's a few copies. Can't believe it. They're backing me in. Have already locked in that $2 price. And here's
Something's
why.
wrong with them.
Age touched on it before. The Newcastle Knights have struggled at McDonald Jones Stadium. They've lost the last 6 there, and I don't think this week will be any different.
Yeah.
They've got key outs in Tyson Frizzell, Kalen Ponga, Adam Elliott, Jacob Saifidi, and Dom Young, not to mention all the injury clouds over Brayley, Saifidi, and Johns, and Kurt Mann.
Yep.
Throw in Canberra Raiders. I know they're only on 2 competition points, but you think about the games that they've played. Round 1, lose by 1 point to the Cows.
Very close.
Arguably could have win. Round 2, concede a last-minute try to the Dolphins.
Should've
and
won.
That was
butchered that
tip.
game.
That was
Should have
tip.
won.
Yeah.
Round 3, beat the Cronulla Sharks. I know without
That's a
Nico
big
Hines,
win.
but impressive
Yeah.
Yeah.
in
a big win.
in attack. This week against
Papa's
Knights
back.
and Papali.
Did you mention that?
Well, do you want to hear a stat about Josh Papali?
Oh,
Because
tell
I
me.
actually prepared
I
one.
love the fridge.
I put on Dabble as well, so that's why you got to get on Dabble for mixed quick fit facts.
Fuck, you're going to make people not get on.
Josh Papali is back in the front row for the Raiders.
Yep.
The last 10 games he has started in the front row for the Raiders. How many have they won? Age.
8.
He's good. He knows
He's a
his
stat
stats.
man.
Oh, that's
He
what
knows
I'm
his
saying. I know
stats.
my
out of 10.
stats. I know my
So what does
stats.
that tell you? When Big Papa's playing in the front row, their go forwards happening and the backs have their backs.
And they're
to play.
winning.
Wow.
Yep.
So win money quick with Mick. Is that what it is?
Yep.
What's your slogan?
Canberra Raiders -6.5. Win quick with Mick.
Watch him
Mick,
win.
win
Watch
quick.
him win by 6 on the dot.
Oh, kill me slowly.
On the dot.
How good.
Oh, well, I'm in the bin, so I can't do a betting tip, but I got another
God.
tip. Everyone has Netflix. Go watch You, the series.
Oh, finish it
Mate,
the other
that
day.
last season
Don't.
was the biggest head fuck ever.
Oh,
Don't.
and it's split up into
It's
parts.
so
Part
good.
1, part 2.
Yeah.
Part 1, I was like, it's Joe. He's doing his regular
Yeah.
thing. Part 2, I was like, oh,
Yeah. There was this one episode, like,
Yeah,
towards
hang
the
on.
end. It was fuck.
Oh.
No spoilers, but it was so trippy.
Last week, Age was like, bro, you got to watch the episode. I'm like, and he's like, bro, just watch. Oh, me and Elaine just
I
looked at
couldn't
each other
explain it.
watching, going,
What is going on?
Fuck, I need to watch it.
Yeah.
eh?
Look,
look,
and the
Jimmy,
ending was
we're,
cooked
we're
as well.
giving you, what, a week?
I'll give it this week.
A week?
This
If you don't watch it
weekend
this
for
week,
sure.
we're
Yeah.
going to talk about it next week because
All
we've
right.
been on
I know.
media block for it.
Yeah.
I know.
Watch
Alright.
it. Watch You. Jimmy, tip.
My tip is if you've got some annual leave banked up, Monday, the 24th of April,
Yeah.
Yeah.
take
It's
out.
about a month away.
It's about a month away. Put leave in for that day, and you'll have a 4-day weekend.
So you get the Saturday,
Sunday,
Sunday,
Monday,
Monday annual leave,
Tuesday,
Anzac Day. Ooh.
4-day weekend.
You are good sometimes.
He's
Jim.
good. You try your best.
Don't tell your boss I told you. Just put it in.
What about your boss is listening, Jim? Will they care?
Well,
It's not illegal to take annual leave.
I've already put in my leave. It's
have
already
you?
You're already in, so they can't,
already
they've already
approved.
approved it.
It's already
Are you
done.
doing anything
Lock it
special
in.
for it or just
Or-
taking it off?
Nah, I've got a wedding on the Sunday night.
Okay.
So
Is it your wedding or you?
not my wedding.
Not yet.
No.
Maybe end of the year.
Maybe the end of the year.
Maybe 3 years.
Oh, hey.
Hey, he moves quick.
Inside mail. Danny
Anyway,
Weidler.
It's
That's it for this week, eh? It's been a pleasure, boys, as always.
been a great potty.
Thanks
Loved
for
it.
watching. Have a good week.
And good luck with all your bets. We'll catch you next week.
Have a good
Awesome.
week, guys.
See you guys.
See ya.